Guys, so today, there's a cop right there. So today we are going to see Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
This movie is big. This movie.
I've heard they called it the Citizen. They've already called it the Citizen Kane of Captain America movies,
Which doesn't say a lot considering the two other ones that have already come out.
Yeah, but this is apparently supposed to be so good.
Anyway, if you look outside, pointed out there, it's still snowing. It's April.
It is April 5th, to be precise. It was so good. It started out so good. The snow was almost gone. Then on Thursday night, the snow came back full force.
This would have been coming up on Saturday. I'm pretty sure this video would be coming up on Saturday morning of April, of the week of April of March 31st. If this hadn't happened, but unfortunately for us, it happened, and now we're making the video on Saturday night.
It is but you know it's coming. But you know it's night. The weather's finally coming out nice. It's melting. Spencer has a theory why it was snowing so much.
I have two theories. One, God has a sense of humor when it comes to Minnesota. He does, for some reason, thinks it's funny to mess with us when it comes to snowy weather. Or two, we've got a real-life Frozen on our hands, and some bitch won't climb a mountain to apologize to her sister.
Well, I have a theory. It's a promotional scheme for Frozen. But
they don't need it.
Well, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go see We're going to see the movie. We tried to get some friends, but they're busy, but they have no money or didn't text back to us. So, whatever. We're going by ourselves.
So we're gonna head off. We're gonna have fun. Hopefully, this movie should be fun.
But we'll see you guys when we get there. We're out of the movie.
What can we say about this movie that will not spoil it for you guys?
Almost nothing.
Exactly. So, this is going to be tough.
First and foremost, Spencer came up with a couple in the theater while the credits were rolling, because we had to sit through the credits. Because, you know, it's a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Half the theater left during the first post-credit scene.
That's the best part about going to a Marvel movie. We get to sit in the theater and go, amateurs. Even though for the first Marvel movie we saw of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we did in fact leave the theater before the post-credit scene.
But the important part is that that half the theater left before the first post-credit scene, which I included a Colonel Klink joke in there. Do with that what you will. If you don't know who Colonel Klink is, go onto television and watch channel 45 all day long.
Just ask your parents. Just ask your parents. They'll tell you who it is. Otherwise, this was a really good movie.
Yes, it was, and it included so many Easter eggs. In fact, there was one Easter egg I can count up. I'm just gonna call it an Easter egg. It was really just a very well placed cameo. An Easter egg outside of the Marvel Universe.
Yes, that's right. We had Danny Putty from Community, who plays, of course, Abed, one of the everybody's favorite movie nerd
on television.
And he plays a member of the SHIELD computer base, and we saw him on screen and we just started laughing and we smiled and it was so awesome because we saw him and we knew who he was. Yeah, and he, of course, is there because the Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony, who directed this movie, also directed several episodes of Community, and back in the Dan Harmon times of seasons 1 through 3, and then now with season 5, where Dan Harmon is back.
But enough talking about one of our favorite cult classic TV shows. Let's talk about the actual movie with all kinds of other Easter eggs like Stephen Strange, aka Doctor Strange.
And of course, with this movie, we do get a bunch of updates and plenty of ideas on what we have in store in the Marvel Universe for the next 14 years.
They are set till 2028 right now.
We are going to be 35. How old are you guys going to be?
But right now, this movie is awesome. It's going to be a fun phase 2 from here on out.
It is definitely better than the first Captain America by a long shot.
And
despite the fact that there are parts that drag on too far, I'm very much enjoy this movie.
When I first heard that this movie isn't exactly a superhero movie, it's a spy movie where the lead spy just happens to wear a Captain America costume for the entirety for a good portion of the movie. And I thought, when I heard in Marvel's Assembling a Universe special on ABC, that when they said, oh, Captain America, it's not really a superhero movie, it's basically a political thriller, I was like, okay, I read a Vince Flynn book, and I heard that they're making those into movies. Let's see if this is something I'm going to be really interested in. And I saw the movie, and I'm like, okay, if this is what they're going to make the Mitch Rapp movie, then let's do this.
Alright, so I think we should actually get more in-depth into Captain America now. So, first and foremost, the directing. The Russo brothers are amazing directors already, with Community under their belts, having directed such amazing episodes. And
they did a good job with this one. This is an incredible movie, and the action sequences were well developed, and the
practical effects were and they used practical effects. Very minimal CGI was used.
Except for, of course, with Anthony Mackie's character, because whenever he was fighting, he was flying through the air and shooting shit.
They only needed to use CGI when it was absolutely needed. Otherwise, they did everything for real. There was real explosions, real gunfire.
Real fake gunfire.
Real fake gunfire. Real fake cars. Real cars flipping over. Captain America flying through the air on wires. Chris Evans flying through the air on wires as Captain America. They had all Scarlett Johansson doing all the stunts and everything. They did what seemed like shaky cam, but was actually just They kind of moved the camera around to make it look like resemble shaky cam for a bit, but that wasn't actually shaky cam. It was just very good camera work and everything. They did very well, and they're back for the third movie already. 2016, can't wait. Although they're going up against Batman and Superman at this time when this video is being recorded, that's when the movie's coming out, but we'll see what happens.
Now, Chris Evans was incredible because he's been doing this role for a while, and if he can do it, like Jeremy Renner said, with prosthetics covering up a contractually obligated beard, and still want to do it after this, because that was the last time he played this. That was pretty much the last time he played this role. Jeremy Renner just did an article saying, "Oh yeah, well, that shawarma scene, Chris Evans had a big prosthetic skin over a beard that he had for a movie." So the fact that he thought, but that's not really a big deal. I just wanted to bring that up to kind of date this video. But yeah, Chris Evans, Captain America, awesome. Sebastian Stan as the
Winter Soldier.
He was incredible. He was dark. He was brooding, and
he didn't talk. He rarely talked, and when he did, it was just dialogue that needed to be said from his character.
Scarlett Johansson, awesome. Samuel L. Jackson in his biggest role as Nick Fury yet.
Samuel L. Jackson is like the connection, is basically the bridge between the Marvel Universe. Now that Coulson's dead. Or is he? Spoilers? Not really.
Not really. They've had promos out for that for months, and it's still on, and the show is still in the air. Basically, and also I just want to say, this is not the movie you want to pick your favorite SHIELD, where you want to pick your favorite SHIELD agent outside of the television show, because people die in this movie.
Yeah,
so I don't want to say who dies, but people die. People are gravely wounded.
Speaking of SHIELD agents, Kofi Smulders returns as Mariah Hill from her role from the Avengers and episode 1 of Agents of SHIELD.
This is not a big spoiler, because this is just not a big spoiler, so let's let that out in the open.
And it is a performance that if you hated the series finale of How I Met Your Mother, you will be, but this will get you back in, this will totally make up for it with the fact that she kind of makes the movie what it is, really cool and what it is.
She's not a big part, but when she shows up, she's got this whole thing go down. She's basically all there, and I think we should. And what else?
Robert Redford.
Yes, Robert Redford as Alexander Pierce.
This is his. This is his genre.
Yes, he's
The
he's
political spy thriller is his genre.
He's not a superhero guy. He's more of the political, realistic drama guy. So to see him in this, we've never seen him in anything. I've seen the trailers for All Is Lost, and I thought he would do good, and I guess he did good in that because he had very little dialogue in that, so it's one of those artsy movies.
And
so
this
I
movie,
guess he did good in that. I don't know. I haven't really seen one of his movies.
This movie he did really well, and he was very good. He was very amazing to watch as an actor, to be doing this as kind of a fan service to people as well as to his grandkids, because that's why he did the movie. He did this movie.
Yeah, because
they're Marvel fans, and he wanted to be in a movie, and he wanted to be in a movie that they would see. So he chose So he went in this Marvel movie.
Yeah, and this movie, there's a huge plot twist that will make you not able to watch any of the Marvel Cinematic movies the same way again. Things are revealed in this movie that's really changed the way you look at certain characters.
The entire movie is basically an amazing look into the Marvel Universe, and it is just expanding even more with the post-credit scene. With the first of 2 post-credit scenes, we get a look inside what will be happening soon, and the next step is obviously something amazing. We're not going to reveal what the post-credit scenes are, because you can look those up online. Obviously we did before that, but otherwise we were spoiler free in this. But the first post-credit scene features, I think I'm just going to go as in depth as Joss Whedon did, it features a brother-sister act from the comics.
Yeah. They did it, and we cannot tell you how much that was, but I can not really tell you how.
Please don't. Movie, we love it. We loved it. Let's give our ratings quick, and then let's give our ratings quick because we're almost home, and then we'll just say that everybody was great. Anthony Mackie was great. We didn't mention him earlier, but he was great. We just want to clarify that we do not say that we're not dissing anybody's performance just because we didn't mention them. There were too many great performances in this movie to name off the top of our heads, so we're just gonna say everybody was great, the movie was great, but obviously there were parts where it dragged a little bit too much. And it's really hard to do a proper review without giving any spoilers away.
So that's it for it. I'm going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10, maybe even a 10.1.
I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 too. It was great. It was pleasing to any Marvel superfan out there. We, of course, being Marvel superfans, and DC, of course, takes a backseat most of the time, but we love Marvel, we love DC, we love comic books, we love everything, but Marvel has done great with movies. They're planning 42 releases within the next 14 years, which is amazing. So, until then,
well, that's it for us, because we are now... Hold on a second.
We are home. We just got home. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like, favorite, leave in the comments below. Did you see Captain America Winter Soldier? And if you did you like it? And more important...
Avoid spoilers in the comments, by the way.
No spoilers in the comments. We are not going to be putting out a spoilers video or anything, so do not... If you spoil in the comments, you're basically a Nazi. Nazi. Oh, I think that was a spoiler. No, it wasn't. But anyway, thanks guys. We will see you guys next time. We're going to be doing a lot more of these once summer approaches, so we'll see you guys soon.
Favorite, and my fingers are sticky. Like, favorite, and subscribe.
What the hell was that?
No, I was trying to jazz it up a little.
Whatever. See you guys.